Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. Today we are going to do some of the questions of chapter number 3, exercise 3.2 of Cambridge Lower Secondary Book 8. And starting from question number 8, we have already discussed with a few last questions. So let's start from question number 8, which involves a word problem. At a football match, there were 63,475 Barcelona supporters and 32,486 Arsenal supporters. Okay, there are two different figures given and two different sort of supporters were there. Their numbers are given. Then the question says how many supporters were there altogether. So it's simple. We just have to add them up. So we will add 63,475 with 32,486. And upon adding them, we are supposed to get 95,961. Okay. Now the question says give your answer correct to two significant figures. Here in this question, when we added 63,475 with 32,486, we got 95,961, which is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant figures. And we have to round it to only two significant figures. So what are we supposed to do? We will write 95,961 and we have to round it to two significant figures, means the second digit would be the rounding digit and 9 would be the decider. Since it's 9, which is between 5 and 9, so we have to add 1 into the rounding digit. It would turn 96,000. Means 95,961 is close to 96,000. It means there were around 96,000 supporters. Or we can do this question in another way. So the answer would be 96,000, correct to two decimal places, right? Or we can round a 63,475. 3 would be the rounding digit. This is 4, so it would become 63,000. And 32,486 would become 32,000. But when we will add these two figures, it will give us 95,000, which is one less than 96,000. So the first method would be more appropriate. Okay, it's better to use the first method. Now, the next question says, Ahmed has a bag of peanuts that weighs 150 grams. There's a bag of peanuts and the weight of that particular bag is 150 grams. Then they are saying there are 335 peanuts in the bag. This bag contains 335 peanuts. It means the mass of 335 peanuts is equals to 150 grams. Now we have to work out the average mass of one peanut. Since we have to calculate the mass of one peanut, so we can easily calculate the mass of one peanut by simply dividing the total mass with the number of peanuts. Okay? It means when we will divide 150 with 335, we will get the answer of the mass of one peanut. Okay? There are more peanuts and the mass is less. Like it's 150 grams, not even 335 grams. Means if the mass would have been 335 grams, so it would be one peanut, 1 gram. But since it's less than 335, so it means that the mass would be way less than 1 gram. So how can we solve it? Since we have to write down the answer to one significant figure, so first we can use calculator to divide 150 by 335, or you can divide it with 5 as well. 5 3s are 15, here comes 0. 5 6 are 30, 5 7s are 35. So it becomes 60 upon 37. And put a decimal over here, right? And then we will divide it. So 67 multiplied by 4 equals 268. Here comes 32. Sorry. Here comes 320. And then 67 multiplied by 5 equals 335, which is again, so it's again 268. And then we will subtract it. So we are supposed to get 52. Put a decimal over here. We will have a 0 again. So now this time we will multiply 67 with 6. 67 with 7. So it's 469. And since we have to write down the answer to two significant figures, I guess 3 digits are enough. No, we have to write down the answer correct to only one significant figure. So upon dividing 150 by 335, we will get 0.447. And when we will round it to one significant figure, this one is the rounding digit and this 4 is the decider. Since the decider is in between 0 till 4, so the correct answer would be 0.5 grams per peanut. That is, one peanut weighs 0.4 grams. That's all. Now let's do question number 10, which says the speed of light is approximately 670,606,629 miles per hour. Right? So we have 9 digits overall. This formula changes speed in miles per hour into a speed in meters per second. आपसे कह रहे हैं यहाँ पर आपको जो स्पीड गिवन है वो माइल्स पर आवर में दी हुई है और अगर आप ये फॉर्मूला यूज करते हैं माइल्स पर आवर को सिर्फ 2.25 से डिवाइड कर देते हैं तो जो आपकी ये क्वांटिटी है इट विल चेंज टू मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. दैट्स ऑल. ये फॉर्मूला आपको यहाँ पर बताया हुआ है टू कन्वर्ट माइल्स पर आवर इनटू मीटर्स पर सेकेंड. ठीक है. So what are we supposed to do? The question says work out the speed of light in meters per second. We are provided with 6,670,616,229 miles per hour. And we have to change it into meters per second. So we simply have to divide it with 2.25. So we can easily do it using the calculators. If we divide 670,616,629 divided by 2.25 equals 2980518 35.11 and so on, right? But we have to write down the answer to only 3 significant figures, right? So it means we just have to focus on the third digit, which is 8, and this one becomes decider. तो यहाँ पर आपका जो decider है, that's already 0. So what are we supposed to do? We'll keep 298 as it is. Because we have to write down the first 3 significant figures. We have to round the answer to 3 significant figures. So the first 3 digits would remain same and the remaining digits would all turn to zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 digits. So we will have 6 zeros. And that's all. So that would be the answer in meters per second. 298 million meters per second. Now let's move to the next question. The next question says, Zara and Sophia are looking at this question, right? So what is happening in this question actually? We have to work out the area of this rectangle. The length and the breadth are both given, and we have to write down the answer to an appropriate degree of accuracy. Zara says area is equals to 9.6 into 0.87, which is around 8.352, right? This is what Zara has got as the area of the given rectangle. She has calculated it correctly because when we have to calculate the area, we have to multiply the length with the breadth. So she did it the same way. And then Zara says, I think we should give 8.352 meter square as our answer. And Sophia says 9.6 and 0.87 are both written to two significant figures, right? Yes, correct. She is also correct that 9.6 has two significant figures, 9 and 6, and 0.87 has also two significant figures. So I think we should round our answer to two significant figures. I think our answer should be 8.4. What is she saying? That after getting 8.352, what are we supposed to do? Since 9.6 has two significant figures, and so 0.87 has also two significant figures. So instead of writing the answer as 8.352, because the question says give your answer to an appropriate degree of accuracy, so we should give the answer rounding it to two significant figures. Because initially in the question, both the numbers have also two significant figures. So when we will round it to two significant figures, 3 would become the rounding digit and 5 is the decider. So it would be rounded to 8.4. Now, what do we have to do? We have to think, what do you think? Explain your answers. Okay. So yes, Sophia is absolutely correct because the reasoning that Sophia is providing is valid, and it's valid because usually the answers that are having decimals, so convention is that answers are usually given to the same accuracy as the numbers in the question. So we will say that yes, Sophia is correct. देखो यहाँ पर जो बात सोफिया ने कही है वो एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट है, एंड दिस इज द कन्वेंशनल मेथड. यही बात सही इसलिए है कि क्वेश्चन के अंदर आपके पास जितने डिजिट्स सिग्निफिकेंट होंगे, आंसर में भी आप उतने ही डिजिट्स की एक्यूरेसी प्रोवाइड करेंगे, एंड दैट्स ऑल. तो यहाँ पर हमारे पास क्वेश्चन के अंदर दोनों नंबर्स में दो दो सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स थे, तो आंसर में भी अगर आपके पास दो सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स होंगे तो दैट्स द अप्रोप्रिएट आंसर. Right? So we have completed till question number 11. We are supposed to do the next few questions in the next video. Until then, take care. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to share it and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.